What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Revival. And today we're talking classics. So, as of the time of recording this, the PlayStation Classic had, a couple of days ago, announced the last 15 games that are going to be on its collection. And I also went on to Just a Bit Gaming's channel. I'll put a link in the description below. And Adrian and I talked about what we thought of that full lineup, so definitely go check that out. This is kind of a little add-on to that, just kind of my own thoughts about the whole classics craze in general. And I think it's cool. I totally do. I'm really like on board with the idea of getting these older games out there and getting people to play them and stuff. Here's the thing, like I'm all for emulation. I'm all for like people modding these things. I'm all for doing that stuff. I have just always wanted, for me, the biggest reason I have not modded these and like added all those games to them and stuff is because I don't even call me a purist or whatever. I don't know. I like keeping them as they are and kind of not messing with any of that stuff. Also because I'm afraid I'd do something wrong and mess it up. I've thought about getting maybe a second one if I find it out in the wild and trying to mod that and stuff and adding games to it and everything. But the problem is like you have so many of these games out there. And this is probably just asking too much because this isn't something that they had to do, obviously. This is totally like, they were like, hey, let's release some older games on this small collection and blah, 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 whatever. And these are kind of just my thoughts as to what could be done to improve that for companies. I would love to see, like, I don't know, okay, so like take the PlayStation one, perfect example. You've got so many games, and if you go watch the video I do with Adrian, like half the games on there I haven't even played. A couple of them I hadn't even heard of before this, and I'm totally gonna check them out once it does come out. But at the same time, like it made me think like, hey, there's so many more games that could have been on this, and you could say the same about these two. Absolutely, there's so many other games that could be on there. And I was kind of thinking like, especially with the PlayStation, one of the things they could do is like have like some sort of a service online or website where they say like make them custom. Say like get like the rights to, you know, hundreds of games, you know, 1,000, whatever, however many games you can get the rights to, put them on a site, and then say, all right, now choose and customize your classic system, and then you get to choose which games you want for your own collection, and then they send that to you, you know, in a little bundle like this, or they send you a little flashcard that you can plug in, and you can go on and you can keep buying collections for yourself. Like, so you have this as your system, and then you go online and you say, all right, I want these 20 more games added onto a flashcard or something like that, or a USB drive, and then they mail it out to you, or download it, I guess. In this day and age, you just download it to a USB stick. But you can then just pop it in and it installs everything onto there. And I just feel like there's so many missed opportunities with these things, and they're limiting themselves to just having these small number of games, especially on a system like the PlayStation, where, God, there's so many RPGs they could have put on there. There's so many sports titles they could have put on there. There's so many more fighting games they could have put on there, racing games. I almost feel like every genre could have its own classic. You get, you know, the RPG classic, the racing classic, the fighting classic, you know, that kind of thing. This is just never going to happen, any of this. But I'm just like, there's so many ways they could go with this, and I would just love to see a really good way to preserve all that stuff, because you know, they're from what I can tell, they're cracking down on emulation out there. Which, fine, you want to do that, okay, but you know, there's people still want to be able to play these games somehow, And if you're not going to do something with that on your end, let the other people do it. Shoot, you know? And I know I'm kind of just complaining just to complain in some aspects because, you know, like I said, people have modded these things and added tons of games to them. And that's, you know, my own fears that that I don't do that. But I don't know. I feel like there's so much more that could be done with these things. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm curious as to what other people think about these systems, and if they're a good idea, if more could be done with them, if the companies that are releasing them are making the right moves. Let me know and tell me what you think. Yeah, so as always, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and keep on gaming.